Under a tree with Frank Kush at Camp Tonazona. Life's not bad.
Well, I'll tell you what, just sitting here looking at the scenery from the standpoint of the vegetation, the trees, and then watching the guys practice from this position in my status now, it's a lot easier to watch instead of just chewing them out or something else. No, this is a remarkable sight. In fact, the great thing about it is that I never get tired of looking at it. My first venture up here goes way back about 1958, and we used to come up here. This was prior to the university having a preseason training camp up here. Dr. Gamage, which was his cabin right down the road there, and we used to come up here and go fishing and hiking down that stream down there. Pretty good fishing stream.
I'm going to go find out later today.
Okay, are you a fly fisherman?
I attempt to be. Doesn't mean I'm any good at it.
Well, no.
Could you teach me, or?
No, you don't want to be. My profession was not fishing. For fish. For something else, I won't mention it.
Yeah. What do you see? Let's talk football first. They're out here in front of us right now, and you see Coach Graham. And when they weren't up here for the last 5 years, did it hurt you, Frank?
No, not at all. That's none of my business. And I'd love to see Coach Graham up here because I think it's so beneficial to the players from the standpoint of the mental intensity that they're going to be affiliated with the players, not only on the field, but also in the dining room, sleeping together in a cabin, etc. They really get to know each other, and I think that, to me, is one part of the success. You find out the strengths and weaknesses of the people, both socially and say, definitely athletically. So again, but it's a great opportunity for those youngsters to get together and to get to know each other and be aware of what they're going to be doing, not only up here but back in school.
Brad Sussmat with the legendary coach Frank Kush. Always good to visit with Frank, sitting here under a tree at Camp Tonazona, watching ASU go through their workouts. What do you make out of Coach Graham up here and what you've seen out of him up here so far?
Well, so far I've seen him. I think he's about 5'10". No, I've been affiliated with him directly and indirectly on different functions in behalf of the Alumni Association. And I think his awareness of what needs to be done from the standpoint of the discipline, and there's no question in my mind that he's on the right track from the standpoint of the players being attracted to his mental intensity. And when I say mental, I'm talking about the verbal.
Yeah, and everything is fast. The pace up here, Frank, is amazing to watch.
Well, they're kids. What were we like at that young age? Whether it's your parents or grandparents, whomever it may be, again, you have to abide by a certain degree of rules and regulations. And I think the coaching staff here under Todd wants that success, and the way they're going to get success is the way they got it. And there's no question in my mind that they're on the right track.
Is there a lot of cleanup work for him to do? This isn't a Barry Dennis because he's no longer here coaching, but to change the mindset, seems to me they've already passed that, and being here at Camp Tonazona is another big box to check off for this team.
Well, I think the key to it is, again, we've got to win. There's no question about it. And again, factors that you talk about, what he's going to do from the standpoint of the awareness and making the players responsible, accountable, both on and off the field, I think that is the key to it. And then they're going to, they'll pick up the wins, and of course, basically picking up the wins, you're going to be picking up the fans. We've got to bring the fans back. There's no question in my mind. We had a multitude of Sun Devil fans over the years, but again, when you have the unfortunate years that we've had, they're going to lose that interest, and you can't afford to have that in the area that we're in.
Can you use the term be patient in this day and age in college football? Because a new coach, new quarterback, it seems to me to be unrealistic of 9 or 10 victories. You disagree with me on that?
Well, only reason I disagree, I don't know how to spell it. But no, you can't be patient. You've got some rules and regulations that you set up with your coaches from the standpoint in your meetings, and then you've got to be out here in that football field and make sure that their players are committing to it. And again, you could not permit any player to have a mental excuse not to have something done. If he makes that mental excuse, see that hill? Up you go.
How high is that hill, by the way, Frank? Do we have any idea?
It's too high for me to go up there.
You're not going up this time. I heard they were trying to get you up there to sing the fight song together.
Well, I don't even know the fight song, and I don't even know how to climb the hill anymore. I got one knee replacement, and that thing says, and I tell the other knee, if you goof up, you're going to get operated on.
How well do you know the players? Do you interact with the players much, or is it primarily Todd that you're mentoring and helping?
Well, no, I only thing I know about the players is what I read, that you guys have on TV and that basically written in a paper, etc. And I have some general concepts, and there's no question in my mind. And I watch them practice, and then I look at specific things that, what is necessary at each position. And specifically say like let's take the quarterbacks
right.
From the standpoint of their techniques I'm talking about. Just start with the footwork, and then it goes into the upper arm movement, then how they're delivering the ball, whether they're looking at the receiver, which they should not be doing. So again, there's so many techniques that you acquire over the years, and that's what I look for now. And so again, that's going to make my season decision on what I think they're going to be like.
Frank Kush with us. Before I let you go, you have everybody that wants a piece of you up here. You walk by, and the fans here as we were walking over all want to say nice things to you.
Oh, is that all they want to say? There's a good-looking girl over there. She's not saying nice things. She's just looking at me with her big eyes. I don't think she has any ill intentions.
Then I'll let you go off that note, and you follow through.
Okay, thank her for me.